Hello, Allan, Blain here. Today I want to talk to you about closing and specifically some closing questions that I think will make it much easier, more comfortable, more natural for you to help somebody get started. So let's jump into this. Now, many people think of closing as scary, and part of the reason is just because I think they don't really know what they're doing or how to do it. They think closing is getting somebody to do something they don't want to do and convincing them or selling them, and that's not the case. If you just remember that closing is simply helping somebody take the next step if they're ready and willing and able and they desire to get started in something they want to do. It's an interesting dynamic how we as humans, us creatures, we actually oftentimes need somebody to help us ask questions to help us take the next step to do what we want to do, but for whatever reason we have reservations, we have hesitations, maybe people have fears. And so these questions can take the awkwardness out of following up immediately after a presentation or possibly the next day, a week later, wherever you're at in the follow-up process. These are some great questions to go through and I hope they're helpful. So let's run through them real quick. Number one is very simple. Some people will say, like to use the question, so I'm excited to hear, or I'm curious to hear, what did you like best? There's nothing wrong with that question. And I'll use it sometimes, but I even prefer a variation of that. And I don't like, tell me what you think, by the way. That's not a great question to ask. There are great questions and there's not so great questions. What did you think of it? Not the best. That's so wide open. It could be, they could analyze the length of time of the video. They could analyze the speaker of the video. They could give you feedback on, it could just go a million different directions, maybe negative, maybe positive, maybe constructive. That's not what we want. What we want to know is either what did you like best about it or what stood out to you about the information. Whether it be a webinar, a video, whatever it is. Let's just say it's a video for now, for the sake of this training. So I'm curious, what stood out to you most? Okay? A good follow-up to that question and any of these questions is why? Okay, maybe not asked so abruptly, but oh yeah, that's great when they answer what stood out to them most. How, why is that? I'm curious, why is that? Or why do you think that is? Or why did that stand out to you most? Right? Okay, and this is not done in an interrogation way. Let's make sure and be clear that this is we're coming alongside them and trying to help them make a decision. So second question would be, and they can go in this order. You can, don't always have to hit all 5 questions. This is just a guide. It's just to be helpful. I hope it's helpful to you. But number 2, they could go completely in this order. So I'm curious, what stood out to you most? They answer the question. Yeah, I love that as well. Why do you think why is that important to you? Or how would that benefit you? Or what, a follow-up why to that question is always good. Drill a little deeper. And then, can you see how it could be a business presentation, it could be a product presentation. Could you see how this could help you gain financial freedom, maybe in the context of business, or lose those 20 pounds you've already shared with me that you desire to lose before your daughter's wedding next summer? Whatever the scenario is. Could you see how this could help you blank, whatever their need, want, or desire is? They're probably more than likely going to say yes. If they can't see it, then you've got a problem, right? They don't see the value there. And you can instead of trying to close, we can take a couple steps back and address that. Maybe they need some more information. Maybe they need to talk to somebody else. Maybe they need some more social validation, whatever it may be. The third question would be, hey, would you like to blank? Okay, so let's follow the 20-pound example. Would you like to lose those 20 pounds before your daughter's wedding next May? What's the answer going to be? Probably yes. Or would you like to have a business that could give you the flexibility and freedom to work in the nooks and crannies of your busy mama's day, around your children and around your other obligations that could set you financially and your family financially free? That's the would you like to. Probably the answer is going to be yes, because they've already told you they have a need if you've gone through the inviting formula that I talk about on one of my other videos. Number 4, if you were to, get started on these products, starting on your journey of losing 20 pounds, or in the case of the business, starting in your journey to financial freedom, When do you feel would be the best time for you to get started on that? And then listen, right? And these questions just help them. We're not putting answers in their mouth. These are questions that are just helping them process information objectively and help them make a decision. I don't know what they're going to say to this question. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I ask it to help them decide, yes, now is the time to do this. Or maybe next month, maybe whatever. But asking the questions. Questions are the answers, okay? And number 5, simple. And so many people are afraid to ask this. Ask for the order. Would you like me to help you get started? Another way to say that is there any reason why you wouldn't want me to help you get started today? Pretty simple, right? And this takes the scary out of closing. We're just helping somebody process the information that they've seen, heard, or watched, or whatever, with their needs, wants, and desires, and helping them hopefully take the next step to getting started. And if not, at least we know where they're at, where the objection might pop up, and then we can address that, right? So I hope this was helpful. 5 questions. There are more. You don't have to use them all, but these are some key ones I found very helpful in following up and helping somebody make a decision. I hope this was helpful. This is Allan Blain. If you like this information and want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Would love to have you as a subscriber, and love to see you smash some thumbs up and drop a comment. Let me know what are some other questions you may like to help somebody make a decision and close. This is not an all-inclusive list. Would love to hear from you. Make it a great day. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.